Hi, this is Charlotte Stevens and the Ancestors, the goddess and empowerment coach for Black women. And I've been working with a client who asked me to make this video. And this is 5 ways to tell that you're not treating yourself like a goddess. 5 ways that indicate that you're not in alignment, and unusual ways that you may not recognize. So the first one is insomnia. If you have a hard time getting to sleep, or you feel like you have to use something to go to sleep instead of being able to fall asleep naturally, a lot of times that's an indication that you're out of alignment. And if you feel that your mind is racing, or your anxiety is causing you to stay awake, or you're just anxious about what's coming up, or depressed or stressed or whatever, that is an indication that you're not treating yourself like a goddess. And how I know that is that if you're doing the work of really connecting and grounding yourself to nature, to all things, if you're really doing your gratitude practice and focusing on all the things there are to be grateful for, if you're really in touch with your spirituality and noticing all the ways that your guides and that the universe is like telling you everything's fine, like we got this, right? If you do all that work and you sit in that space and you really saturate yourself in, like, I'm actually doing well, like not only am I doing well, but I'm thriving, then you'll be able to go to sleep at night because you'll trust that, like, my angel guides got it, my spirit guides got it. I don't have to carry this with me, right? Which brings us to the second way you can tell you're not treating yourself like a goddess, and that's back pain. It could also manifest as chest pain. So chest pain can be, I don't feel loved, right? That's your heart chakra. That could be, I don't feel, it's similar. They're similar in that what they represent is I don't feel supported. I don't feel supported. I don't feel loved. I'm carrying too much burden, like shoulder pain. I'm carrying too much burden. I feel unsupported. I don't feel like people have my back. And that's very common for Black women because we are so used to helping everybody else. We are the mules of the world, or have been used as the mules of the world. And so it's hard for us to ask for help. And because we don't ask for help, we can feel like nobody's got my back. I'm unsupported. Nobody loves me, right? I have to carry everything. And so that will manifest as physical pain when you're not listening to, right? You're not listening to the messages, because before that physical pain showed up, your body already told you need to do more self-love, you need to do more self-care work, and you didn't listen. And now you have this pain that is literally making you have to sit down, right? You can't do all the things you were doing. You have to sit down and be with yourself. You have to literally sit and be with yourself because you're in this pain, and you have to pay attention to yourself, right? So that's another way that your body will let you know you're not treating yourself like a goddess. If you can't dance, if you can't like feel like get in your body, and just, it doesn't have to be like, dancing by other people's standards, but just being in your body, moving to music, like letting that, like that connection, connecting with that energy. If you can't do that, you're probably out of alignment. Because as goddesses, dance is part of our meditation. It's part of like our creation, our manifestation. It's a crucial part of being in your body and your divine feminine, right? So, and that links us to issue number 4 is if you don't have a sex drive. If you're not feeling luscious and sexual, that's probably because you are like literally tight, right? Like the thing about engaging in sex is like a woman has to open, right? Like the vulva has to open. You have to get all ripe and juicy, and you're not going to get ripe and juicy if you're stressed and anxious and depressed and you got all this stuff on your mind, because a woman literally has to like decompress, right? And then she'll open. So little fun fact for you. I know for me, in my experience, when I'm meditating, when I'm out in nature, when I'm dancing, when I'm doing all those divine feminine activities, I feel luscious. There's no effort in me trying to get there, right? Like I feel luscious, I feel sexy, right? So just the practice of meditation allows us to decompress and to reconnect with Mother Earth. And so if you're not feeling in touch with your sexuality and like your divine lusciousness, you're probably not treating yourself like a goddess and you're out of alignment. Which brings us to number 5. Yes, sugar cravings. I know for me, I don't really crave sugar unless I'm out of alignment. When I'm stressed out with my kids and I can't do all the things I really want to do to do my self-care, that is when I'm reaching for the sugar. That's when I'm reaching for the processed food. But when I'm in alignment, I don't want it. I'm very cognizant of what am I putting inside the temple? What is it going to do to me chemically? How is it going to make me feel? And so when you're craving sugar, a lot of times you're trying to get that like hit of dopamine or endorphins. You're trying to get that high. You're looking for a high because you're low, right? And it's a quick fix, right? It's sometimes it's easier to just eat some sugar than meditate or go for a walk. We feel like we don't have the time, we don't deserve those things, I'm not worthy of those things, but I'll eat this candy bar. And you'll get that hit, and it will make you feel good for a little bit, and then it'll make you feel terrible, right? And so when you're craving sugar, when you see that that craving is prevalent for you, and fruit doesn't do it, won't solve it. You can't just go have like a smoothie, maybe that's sweetened with dates or something, and that doesn't solve the problem. You still want that sugar. A lot of times that's an indication that you are not treating yourself like a goddess. You are out of alignment. So if you would like more coaching like this, you can use my Calendly link. We can set up a call. I am committed to having Black women back on the throne as the goddesses they are, and we are suffering in silence, and it breaks my heart. So you can set up a call. You can also join my group, the Divine Black Goddess, on Facebook, and look for my events on Eventbrite, Black Goddess Rising on Eventbrite. Follow me on Instagram, Charlotte Stevens and the Ancestors, and pay attention to these 5 signs. If you see them showing up in your life, you need to get back into alignment, and I would be happy to help you do that with my coaching. So I'll see you later. This is Charlotte Stevens and the Ancestors. I am the goddess and empowerment coach for Black women. Yes, queen. All right, bye-bye.